We utilized the assessment tool that the home office gave us, and we used that as a base. It was a starting place. It's not the everything, but we did think that it was something that gave us a good way to start, to make certain that people were okay with asking, okay with talking with other people about LLS and what we have and what we do as part of raising money for a great organization. I think Tom and I led the leadership team with trying to recruit members for the team, one with passion. Tom is a survivor. I'm a past candidate, and I think that with those two things, we lead with passion just because we care so much about LLS for those reasons. But I think that we try to look for other candidates who can help us continue and to raise the kind of dollars that are necessary to raise by them having passion, but also by them just wanting to help a great organization. I'm currently trying to recruit somebody for the team for this year who supported a candidate. She's the one who led me to this candidate, and I think she would be an amazing part of this. I don't think that she's ever interested in being a candidate herself, except that I do think that she would put us together with a lot of other connectors and hopefully some other candidates. So I'm working on that right now, which I think many other people from the leadership team are thinking in that fashion as a long-term. This is not just a 10-week goal. This is not just a 60-day or a 90-day planning thing for that 10-week goal. This is really a year-round process that we're trying to do. I think that our standards and basically truly our expectations of everybody who was part of the leadership team was to find, or at the very least support a candidate. That's what we do. That's what we have to do. And I think that in our campaign we supported more than half of the candidates that were for this year's campaign. I think the other thing that we are doing, so going to that part of where we're trying to have this be a year-long commitment, that we're looking for connectors. And that connector might happen in June, July, that might happen in December. It might happen the week before the gala. Whenever that timing is when we're looking for those people who can continue to support what we're trying to do. So all of the leadership team members were required to put forth some names that could be potential candidates. And with the LLS staff, we met and put each one of those prospective candidates through the assessment tool. And we were trying to determine who those people are who would be good candidates based on what that assessment tool tells us. And so through that, many of them ended up possibly being candidates, and but then we're also possibly connectors that could connect us with other people or leadership team members. A couple of other things that we did is that we met once a month, and in the in-house meetings during those times we would brainstorm, we would update everybody, we just kind of fed off of each other's passion for what we were doing and participating. And one of the tools that we created was an actual thing that we did during the 1 hour of the meeting. And during that 1 hour, we sat there and we had a piece of paper that had, here's how you go look for the next connectors or the next possible candidates. And we looked at LinkedIn, we looked at Facebook, we looked at our phone books. But the point is that we all did it while we were right there. It's not like it's another thing I have to add to my calendar to do once I leave here. It's something that I have to do while we're all sitting together, and then we recapped during that. On that sheet, we also gave people scripts. It's that they didn't have to recreate anything. It had a couple of options of what they could say, and then whether that was in a text message, which was very simple and easy, hey, can I take you to lunch type thing, or whether that was an actual phone call that we did, those things were right there in front of them so that they could do that. That was a very successful tool. We also did outside things. So not only did we do things while we were at meetings, but we did a lunch and learn where we went into an office where we were able to show them some of the things that LS does that helps us continue to spread the word, and obviously with the hopes of finding a candidate or a connector in those types of meetings. I think the fact that Tom and I partnered together with the staff of the LLS, I think that all of us together have different knowledge and come from different places, and those things supporting each other I think is what's made us successful and will hopefully continue to make us successful. The staff comes to the table with the broad knowledge of what LLS does. They know all of the players in the game, in the city, and then we come with leading others who are not only passionate but also have a commitment to LLS. And I think the partnership between all of that is what is creating that wonderful dynamic that is working for us right now.